Welcome to Sanatan Wisdom USA, where we explore the timeless truths, spiritual treasures, and divine stories of the ancient Hindu tradition. Today, we are going to explore a question that many seekers, both in India and across the world, often ask. How many Puranas are there? What are they about? Are they history, mythology, or divine revelation? Let's journey through sacred time and sacred texts to understand the world of the Puranas. What are Puranas? The word Purana comes from the Sanskrit word Pura, which means ancient or of old times. But the Puranas are not just ancient stories. They are encyclopedias of Hindu culture, libraries of spiritual wisdom, and gateways to timeless truths. Each Purana is a collection of stories, philosophy, rituals, cosmology, and teachings designed to make Vedic knowledge more accessible to the common people. Unlike the Vedas, which are complex and philosophical, the Puranas are narrative-based. They teach through stories about gods, goddesses, kings, sages, demons, and the universe itself. How many Puranas are there? According to the ancient scriptures, there are 18 Mahapuranas, also known as the major Puranas, and 18 Upa Puranas, or minor Puranas. So, in total, there are 36 traditional Puranas. Let's break this down. The 18 major Puranas, Mahapuranas. Each Mahapurana has its own flavor, its own deity of focus, and its own cosmic teachings. Here are the 18 major Puranas, classified traditionally under three categories. Kikap 1 Sattva predominant, Vishnu-focused. These Puranas focus on the worship of Lord Vishnu and promote peace, devotion, and dharma. 1. Vishnu Purana, one of the oldest and most revered Puranas. Covers the creation of the universe, genealogies of gods and sages, and stories of Vishnu's avatars. 2. Bhagavata Purana, the most devotional of all. Focuses on Lord Krishna's life, including the beautiful tales of Vrindavan and the Bhagavad Gita philosophy. 3. Naradiya Purana, includes stories and teachings given by the great sage Narada. 4. Garuda Purana, discusses life after death, karma, rituals, and the journey of the soul. 5. Padma Purana, explores creation, geography, rituals, and devotion. 6. Varha Purana, named after Lord Vishnu's boar avatar, it describes cosmology and moral stories. Kikap 2 Rajas predominant, Brahma-focused. These focus on activity, creation, and worldly existence. 7. Brahma Purana, contains stories of creation and the glories of the holy places, especially in India. 8. Brahmanda Purana, covers the cosmos, time cycles, kalpas, and the famous Lalita Sahasranama. 9. Brahmavivarta Purana, centers around Radha Krishna and divine love. 10. Markandeya Purana, contains the powerful Durga Saptashati and the tales of sage Markandeya. 11. Bhavishya Purana, talks about the future and prophecies about future ages. 12. Vamana Purana, named after the dwarf avatar of Vishnu. Talks about dharma and religious duties. Kikap 3 Tamas predominant, Shiva-focused. These Puranas focus on transformation, destruction, and the deep mysteries of Lord Shiva and Shakti. 13. Shiva Purana, dedicated to the great god Shiva, covering his divine forms, stories, and philosophy. 14. Linga Purana, describes the origin of the linga and the supremacy of Lord Shiva. 15. Skanda Purana, the largest of all Puranas, centered on Lord Kartikeya, the son of Shiva. 16. Agni Purana, a rich text covering everything from rituals to politics to architecture. 17. Kurm Purana, named after the tortoise avatar of Vishnu, focusing on dharma and the cosmic order. 18. Matsya Purana, named after the fish avatar of Vishnu. Discusses early deluge, astronomy, and kingly duties. The 18 minor Puranas, Upa Puranas. These are shorter, less universal in focus, and often deal with regional deities or practices. Some notable Upa Puranas include Kalki Purana, about the future avatar Kalki. Maheshwara Purana. Sora Purana, focused on the sun god. Ganpati Purana, the glory of Lord Ganesha. Durvasa Purana. Shakti Purana. And others. While they are termed minor, many UPA Puranas contain rare teachings, cultural details, and lost traditions. What do the Puranas contain? All Puranas share 5 characteristics, known as the Panchalakshana. 1. Sarga, the creation of the universe. 2. Pradasarga, the secondary creation or recreation. 3. Vamsha, genealogies of gods and sages. 4. Manvantara, time cycles and the reigns of Manus. 5. Vamshanakarita, historical legends of great kings and dynasties. So when someone asks, are Puranas just myths? The answer is no. Puranas are multidimensional, blending spiritual truth, historical memory, cosmic patterns, and deep ethics. Why are Puranas relevant to the world today? For viewers in the USA and around the globe, the Puranas offer white heavy checkmark moral clarity in a confused world. White heavy checkmark hope through divine examples. White heavy checkmark guidance for daily living. White heavy checkmark cultural identity and spiritual pride. In fact, millions of non-Indians are now reading texts like the Bhagavata Purana, fascinated by the philosophical depth and narrative beauty. Hollywood movies show superheroes. The Puranas show divine beings who embody spiritual power, compassion, and self-sacrifice. The oral tradition and preservation. The Puranas were passed down orally for thousands of years. Gurus would recite them to students, parents would tell them to children. This made sure that every generation absorbed the stories and values. Even today, you can hear Puranic stories in Indian homes, Hindu temples in America, ISKCON centers, yoga retreats, spiritual gatherings across continents. Should you read the Puranas? Yes. Even just listening to a few stories from the Puranas can shift your consciousness. Whether you seek spiritual devotion, bhakti, cosmic understanding, jnana, moral guidance, dharma, the Puranas offer it all. You don't have to read all 18. Start with one that speaks to your heart, maybe the Bhagavata, Shiva, or Markandeya Purana, and let the journey begin. So the next time someone asks, how many Puranas are there? You can proudly say, there are 36, 18 major and 18 minor, and each one is a sacred mirror reflecting the eternal truth of Sanatan Dharma. This is more than just literature. It is heritage. It is wisdom. It is the breath of ancient India, alive, eternal, and still speaking. If you found this journey insightful, like, share, and subscribe to Sanatan Wisdom USA for more powerful explorations into Vedic knowledge. Drop a comment. Which Purana would you like to learn about next? Until next time. Hari Om Tat Saturday.